on myself. Let's move that. You been having a good day today, man?
I had a great day.
Awesome, man. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of Monday Marketing Mastery. I am your faithful servant, Ryan McMorris, and I am proud to bring you another episode of Monday Marketing Mastery. I see we've got some people popping in, so I like to just check. I love to see the names, the names popping up every Monday night. Shouts out to everybody that has put this on their schedule. She's on this webinar, so I won't call out her name. But you know what's so cool about this webinar, guys, is we're giving people an opportunity to come out, show their face, say where they're from, put out the value that they bring. I mean, I've got a special guest, good friend. He's part of our inner circle, and he's a master marketer. And we're just allowing people to come out and just, show out and show what they know. So another one tonight, we had Marlon on last week, killed it. I've got the Dave Shirley. Now, apparently there's a couple of other Dave Shirleys that will try to imposter on the real Dave Shirley. So I just want everybody to know that we do have the real Dave Shirley here tonight. And tell him just real quick before I kick this thing off, man. What are we rocking with tonight? What's the topic for tonight?
Well, we're going to talk about how to attract leaders to your business. Okay, we specifically want a specific type leader in our business, and we're going to talk about that tonight here on your hangout there, Ryan.
Good deal, man. I love hearing that. So really cool something yesterday. Had a girl reach out, and she's got a notebook dedicated to this webinar. So I just want to that's just a proud moment. See your name out there. I love all the people that are showing up to this thing and they're taking notes, because guys, we're all going for the same thing. I see a lot of different people, a lot of different companies. We're all going for the same thing. We're all going for freedom. So get your teams here, put this in your schedule. And if you want the opportunity to show what you've got, get in our inner circle, contact me, figure out how you can, get inside our inner circle, because I want an opportunity to present you to the world. I want an opportunity to let you shine. Just like this master marketer tonight. I mean, I remember the first time we met, man, and we got to hang out. Guys, put your phones away. I want you to, real quick, before we get started, what I want you to do is I want you to head over to my page, Ryan Cody McMorris, and just say, hey, I'm ready to get rocking on this Monday Marketing Mastery. Tag everybody that should be here tonight and let them know where they should be. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to step out of the way, my man, and I'm going to let Dave Shirley come out. And
the sleeves have got to be rolled up for this one.
He's about to get down and dirty tonight. So
are you going to run the slides there, Ryan, or am I going to screen share?
It's all yours, man. So I'm gonna let you present, and it's all you, my man. It's all you.
Okay, great.
All right, man. Hold on 1 second. I'll let you present.
All right, I'm presenting to everyone. Well, welcome everyone. I'm going to go ahead and start off this screen share. We'll get that out of the way and see if it will let us do this. And it looks like, man, which one is it? I can't believe we have a technical problem already, Ryan.
It should be up in the top left. It's the green one. Top left is a green screen.
I got that. I just can't get. I'll get the screen of death.
You gotta make your page separate, and you should be able to rock and roll.
It's separate. It's just going to that one screen. Let's see, Ryan. What can we do here?
Let's see, man.
Webinar panelist photos. It should show up, but it's not showing up. It's on a different tab.
Did it give you an option to pick the tab you want?
This is Google Hangouts, or entire screen, and panelist invitation.
You should
know that tab don't even show up.
Do you have a tab for your keynote or for your PowerPoint?
Yeah. So it's on a website.
You may have take that website, pull it off, and create a completely new thread.
Right, let's see here what we got. There's always a backup plan, I hope. Every business needs a backup plan.
You're a veteran, man. You know how the deal works, my man. You know how the deal works. So I want to shout out everybody just real quick. Whoever got into the hangout, or not the hangout, but the boot camp, and he's live. But I want to give a shout out real quick to everybody that has come into the 7-day free online boot camp. Holy crap, there's a lot of people that came through there. So I hope you're enjoying it. Definitely, if you're getting value from it, share it. And if you're getting value, let me know, reach out, because these are the kind of things that we put out for you guys to get value. So if you're getting value, obviously let me know. If you're not, let me know that too. That way, we can change some things up and make sure that you're getting the training and the support that you need to help you grow a healthy, sustainable business.
Okay, Ryan, can you see that full screen, or is it too much for you?
No, man, it's full screen, man. You're ready to rock and roll, my man.
Okay. What we got here, I mean, Ryan's already covered this, but it's always important as a leader when you're doing a webinar, when you have some people on, is you really want to set up this housekeeping. This housekeeping really identifies you as a leader, okay? It identifies you as a leader of a business, and it identifies you as someone that's serious, okay? You don't want people to come on that are not serious, and you want to establish that your time is very, very valuable, and it's actually an honor for them to be a part of that time, and they need to respect that. So we always ask, just like Ryan did, for cell phones to be off, out of the way. Facebook, if it's on, you don't want people messaging you during this, interrupted. If the TV's on, and here, your favorite shows, the zombie apocalypse or whatever's on, you don't want to be distracted by that. You need to have your pen and paper ready, because this is something always, when you take the time to come to a webinar, that it should be given your full attention, okay, and concentration. My story, back in 1993, I got first started in marketing and internet marketing, multi-level marketing. I don't want to tell you that whole story because it'll take all of our time. But basically, I was a mechanic. I was working at a garage, and a gentleman that I always worked on his car, he come in there and he says, "Dave, would you be interested in making $300 to $500 extra a month if it would not interfere with what you're currently doing?" I said, "Well, sure. I mean, geez, I'm working 2 jobs. Who wouldn't want to make more money? I mean, I'm working." He said, "Well, I don't." He said, "Hey, it's probably not right for you anyway." And he took off. Okay, and that was it. And I thought, what do you mean it's not right for me? And I didn't see him again. So 3 or 4 days later, I chased him down to his house. I said, "Dude, you don't come in there and say, 'Dave Shirley, you want to make $300, $500 extra a month? Then tell me it's not right for me.' I mean, that's just rude." And you see what he done here is he dropped the bomb on me, and I actually chased him down. Okay, this turned the whole focus of this. He gave me an opportunity, then he took it away from me, and I actually chased him down and said, "Hey, what is this opportunity for me to make $300 to $500 extra a month if it would not interfere with what I'm currently doing?" And we've had our first MLM experience out of that conversation. Passion. What does it mean to be a passionate leader, to be a servant leader? That's what we're going to talk about tonight. To have a vision, to create an environment of prosperity, not only in your life, but in the lives of your followers, in the lives of your sub-leaders and your subgroups, because everyone is their own business, okay? And everyone in every business needs to have a leader. My why. Why people don't care. This is something that is very hard to understand, and we'll cover a little bit more. People don't care what you do. They care why you do it. What is your why? What is your reason? And people with that same reason, people that identify with that reason, will be your primary followers. Your purpose in life. Are you a go-giver? What's your perfect day? Dreams. We're going to go all over this here in this tonight. Your belief, your vision, your plan, your action, which ends up equaling your result. I hope you follow me so far. A passionate leader. What is the leader's purpose? Okay, the leader could be just a figurehead of a business, but a leader in a multi-level marketing business, a leader in a network marketing business, has another purpose. Okay, they say oftentimes that leaders are lonely at the top, and that sure can be the case. But a servant leader is what I kind of want the overall picture of this to be tonight, is a leader that actually serves his people and helps them to become leaders themselves. You want leaders that have a vision, okay? The leader that actually knows where they're going and shares that with the group. And the group has to buy into the leader's vision, okay? If the leader doesn't have a purpose, if you don't have a vision, then the followers are just going to sign up for a business, and they're not going to know where that business is going. So as you become a leader, and as you're training for a leader, you need to know what your purpose is in the business. You need to know what your purpose is in life, and you need to know what your purpose is for your leadership role. That needs to have a vision, and it needs to have a why. We'll discuss that a little bit more as far as the why. Leaders' success record, their documentation. This is something you need to start building from day one. When you bring people into your organization and they help you, okay, and they say, hey, Ryan, you know, man, you really, really helped me out. Ryan needs to come back to Dave and says, Dave, why don't you send me a little video on that? Why don't you send me a little 3 or 4 line statement on how I helped you out, how I helped you out in your business. What did I do for you? How did it feel? How did it make a difference in your life? That builds your documentation, okay? When you change lives, that change is documentation. That documentation builds you as a leader, okay? And you need that very much so as you're building your organization and as you're building your business, because we are talking about building You Inc. And Ryan will probably talk to you some more about that another time. But building your brand and building who you are and building a character base and your leadership that people know, like, and trust. Okay. Leaders that serve. This is so very important, and I want you guys at the end of this webinar, hopefully you'll be able to ask some questions if Ryan will let you do that. Leaders serve, okay? It's not the other way around where the followers serve the leaders. If you do not have a leader, a servant capacity, if you do not have a servant mentality, in my mind anyway, you just really don't need to be in that leadership role, because a leader's a giver. A leader shares his knowledge. A leader's a mentor. He is everything, coach, and there's many, many different hats that he may have to wear. But a leader's job is to serve that community, to serve that group of people that he has brought into this organization, and to nurture them and lead them and guide them to that destination. Of course, it's a destination of success, or we wouldn't come into the business. Let's move on to the next slide. The leader's purpose. I talked about this just a little, but this is a kind of a little quote, and I tried to stay away from quotes as much as I could, just to give you my own, I don't know, fresh look on it and my own feelings. Okay, anybody can go out there and pick up a leadership book and start reading quotes to people. And they'll say, oh man, that's a great quote, and oh man, that's a great quote. But it's the time when you become the leader, when you have your own thoughts, but it's also, more importantly, when the leadership stuff that you've read and the leadership stuff that you've experienced changes you, and you become the leader. And when that happens, people are going to follow the real you. They're not going to follow the book of John Maxwell. Okay, they're not going to follow some other leader book. If they come into your organization, they're coming into you. They're buying you. Okay, people follow people, not necessarily organizations or brands. So if you can become the leader you ought to be on the inside, you will be able to become the person that you want on the outside. People will want to follow you, and when that happens, you will be able to tackle anything in this world and anything that the world throws at you. I hope that that's clear. You're going to become the leader. You're going to become the guru. The book will give you the code. You have to decipher the code, ingest that into yourself until it becomes who you are, and then you'll have your own unique leadership style. A leader's vision, okay, what does it say here? You can seize only what you can see. A great leader's courage to fulfill his vision comes from the passion, not the position. That's from John Maxwell. I said there's going to be stay away from quotes. There is a few quotes in here. John Maxwell. So this passion that I hope each one of you have, comes not from the position of leadership, but it comes from just the passion of being that leader in that organization. And I just want you to imagine this. Okay, it's a football game. Your favorite team's winning. Is the coach excited because he's the coach? Okay, it's really something to think about. Is the coach excited because he is the coach of that team? Well, if that's the only reason that he's excited, fire him. Okay, I would hope that that coach will be excited because of his leadership that has developed that team to work as a cohesive unit because the team won. In an MLM organization, in a network marketing organization, I would hope and I would pray and I would put my faith and I would put my trust and I would put my allegiance into a leader that cared whether I won or not, whether the team won, whether the organization won, who was concerned with the person on the very, very bottom, whether they won. The last person that came in should have is equal opportunity as the first person, and that's the leader that you want to follow. Leaders, why?
Dave, I don't want to interrupt you, man, but all I see is your first slide, man. I would.
Oh man, that is terrible. Why is that, Ryan?
I'm not sure, man. I see your screen. Yeah.
Let's do this.
There you go, man. Yeah, I see your slides now, bro.
Let's just go on the micro version. I apologize, guys. I'll email these slides out to you, and you can go through them. The leader's why, we talked about that. The leader's vision. Let's see, where was we at here? We covered that slide. Your leader's why. Can you guys see this okay? I hope we can. It's hard to do this when you can't see, right? You know what I'm saying? You rely on people to come out there, and this is a leadership thing. This is a perfect example of leaders. Your people are as important as the role of the leader. Okay, prime example tonight. I've got one computer on. I'm on full screen. I'm going through the slides. Hey, nobody can see them advanced. Okay. And someone steps up and said, "Hey, boss, hey, your slides aren't advancing." Okay, in an organization, and this is a sidestep because it's not on the slide, it is so important that the followers know that that leader has an open door policy, that he's not against ideas, he's not against you stepping up and saying, "Hey, boss, this ain't working for us. Okay, this ain't working for us. We need to talk because we may not be following you correctly. We may not be doing what you want us to do, but we're not getting your results. And tonight you didn't get the results because my slide didn't advance like it's supposed to." And someone stepped up. That's very, very important. You know, Simon Sinek, I don't know if you've ever watched anything. He does a lot of videos on your why. He says the purpose, the cause, or belief that inspires you to do what you do, okay, is the why. Why do you do it? People don't care what you do necessarily, but they do care why you do it. And you're going to have to think on that. That's not something I can explain. You go to YouTube sometime and just search for a video on Simon Sinek on the subject of my why, and watch that video, write some notes, and let it sink in a few days, and then watch it again and see what you get out of it. People don't care what you do. They care why you do it. You're looking for people and leaders that believe. They have to believe in your purpose. They have to believe in your cause, and they have to believe in your belief as well. Attracting leaders in your business, leaders documentation. We talked about that in the beginning, but really this is the proof that you're going to use. There's so many people out there that have so many different organizations, and they say, come into our organization, we're doing this. And my friends, it is your job to say, okay, show me the proof that your organization is doing this. Anyone can say anything. Competence, though, goes beyond words. It's the leader's ability, this is the way I say it, to plan it, and to do it in such a way that others know that you know how. Okay? They know that they want to follow you. That's from John Maxwell. Okay? The leader's success proof. You know, you want proof of their results, because hopefully if they're a good leader, which is what we're after each one of you to become a good leader, your results will end up being your followers' results. And that's the testimony of a good leader. You know, attracting leaders you want in your business. Leaders serve. Leaders are a go-giver. I just had a long conversation.
They've just always been really good friends. They couldn't say it a little for me.
Just the other night, somebody's got their open mic on. If they could silence that, it'd be great. You know, leaders are go-givers. It goes back to this Bible verse, and I don't want to beat people with the Bible verse, but Luke 6:38, you can look at it. It says, "Give and it will be given unto you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured out onto your lap. For with the measure you use," this is critical, "with the measure you use, it will be measured to you." That means literally, whatever you want in your business, whatever you want in your life, if you give that, it will be given back to you in abundance. Now, I didn't say the person that you give it to is going to turn around and give it back to you. That's not what I'm saying. That payback, that give back may come from somebody entirely different. But this all sets your mindset. This all sets your temperament. It sets the way you think. It sets the way you dream, that if you give, it shall be given unto you. Okay, that means a leader needs to give to his followers. A leader is established by giving to other people. You give and you attract people that will also give. Now I want you to imagine this. What if your whole organization was built from go-givers? People that weren't afraid to help other people. People that weren't afraid, he's going to steal my client. Okay, there's plenty of clients. There's plenty of everything. There's plenty of money. There's plenty of people to talk to. There's plenty of everything you could ever possibly need in your life. There is an abundance of it. There's never a shortage. People say, I don't know who to talk to. Do you ever go to Walmart? Have you talked to everyone that you saw? Well, I may not want to. That's different than them not being available. Okay? It's different than them not being available. So we can never say we've talked to everyone that we've seen. We may say we've talked to everyone we know. We may just need to know more people. Okay? That may be what we need to do. How do you attract the leaders you want in your business? By attracting followers. Followers that have a heart of a servant. Okay? And growing them to be leaders. Leaders that give special, the service before self, as I'll call it, and leaders that acknowledge the excellence in those that they follow. Friends, that's all I have. I hope that I've covered some exciting steps for you. And Ryan, if you can still hear me, I'll turn it back over to you.
Yeah, man, dude, that was some good stuff, man. Definitely some good stuff. You know, when we talk about you know, attracting leaders to us, you know, we do have to be that servant, you know, and I feel like the best way to be that servant is to be the teacher. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like if you think about like the basics of it, you know, I think a lot of times we tend to overcomplicate this business of network marketing. You know, if you look around, guys, look at like look at the richest people in this industry. A lot of them barely graduated high school. A lot of them, dropped out of college. So you think about the simplicity of someone that maybe barely didn't graduate high school. They
Right.
don't know how to overcomplicate things, so they keep it simple. And when we can be that servant and just go out and teach, because if you think about at the base of it, what do we get served from the time we're 5 years old, and those servers are our teachers, and that's who
Right.
we go to look for. That's who we go to, for advice. And so if you're looking to attract more leaders to you, teach.
Teach.
Teach something. With the John Maxwell thing, man, it's like you read it and you got to go out and teach it.
Right.
And I think that's where a lot of us, I mean, I know I'm one of them, where I got so caught up in consumption mode and I wasn't putting anything else out. And it's actually funny, man. Back when we first met and I started working with Kate, I started working with Kate. I remember being on a call with Kate McShay, and she was like, "It's a cycle of being able to consume and produce."
Right.
And once you find that groove of being able to consume information, and remember, you can only fill a cup up so much before it starts to spill over.
Right.
So you got to get it out before you can put some more in. So as long, what's
Go
up,
ahead.
man?
Go ahead. You want me to turn it back over to you as a presenter here?
No, I think you may see still my screen. Let me see. Yeah. All right. Cool.
There we go.
Is that good, man?
Yeah.
Awesome, man. So I mean, it's just, if you become the teacher, become the person that's sought out for information, guys. If you're in a health and wellness company, be the person that's sought out for information. Be the person that's not just posting about their product or their opportunity. I mean, I think a lot of times, especially in the health and wellness niche, guys, you can end up putting all this stuff about your product, and then you put all this stuff about your opportunity. It confuses the hell out of people.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, what are you the expert at? What should I reach out to you for being the leader for? If you're the leader when it comes to losing weight, even if you haven't lost that weight, it's like what Dave was talking about, the vision. It's where you see yourself. If you're in a service-driven company, then be a master of that service. If you're in a travel company, then be the master. Be the one that's sought out for information. And what'll happen is, you give value, you're gonna get paid back in cash. What I can't remember what I said. I know Marlon commented on it. You can call me the AVM, the automatic value machine.
That's right.
Everyone that's on this webinar, be the automatic value machine every day. Okay? Be that, and you're gonna rock and roll, man. So I wanna ask, because this is a I think can really, I mean, this is a powerful webinar already, but I know there's probably some things that people want to ask about attracting leaders to them. So I want to give you the opportunity. I want to give some people on this webinar the opportunity to just be as candid as possible. Because everyone needs leaders to grow their business. I mean, at the end of the day, you can enroll 100 people, but if they don't do anything, if they don't do anything on their own, without you having to hold their hand,
Right.
You're not gonna.
It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah. So,
If go ahead. If they have a question, just tell them to ask away. I want to answer some of these if they have them.
awesome. Yeah, the chat's actually open. So if you've got a question, throw it out in the chat. There are no bad questions here, because I mean, just remember, This is your business. You know, this is your business. You have a duty to you, your family, your business to get your questions answered. You know, get the things that you need to get out of a platform like this, because this is a journey. You know, this is a journey, and at some point, you know, and I can probably speak for Dave here, but he's answering questions that at some point he probably had the same question.
That's correct. Let me just try to probe them just a little bit here. I don't want to, guys. If you're listening to me, one of the keys to really having fun with your business, and one of the things that you'll get the most out of it, is operating from a place of passion. When I tell you this, I want you to think about something and go ahead and put a response in there. What is it in your life that you could do all day long and still be ready to do it some more? Meaning there would be no passion, no passage of time. For Ryan, it might be play baseball. I mean, he played baseball forever. He might be ready to play 15 games, okay? I just love to play baseball. What is it that you love to do that is not work anymore? Okay. What is that in your life that you're that passionate about that is not work to do it? Anybody have anything?
So we've got one quick question here. Joseph Mallory, he says,
Okay.
can you give tips on creating leads and following up and closing leads? Big question.
I'll give you my answer to that. Then Ryan can give you his answer. Creating leads. There's ways to create leads through MLSP. Ryan can talk to you about that, to where you send traffic to it. If you're an attraction marketer, you're going to attract those people to you naturally. You're going to send your message out there to the world, your message out there to the universe. Those people that connect with you are going to come back to you. You have to have faith and you have to believe in that. Those leads do not need closing. Okay? Those true leads that are connected to you on an emotional level, on your why level, because they believe the same as you believe, because they believe in where you're going, because they believe in your leadership, those leads don't need closing. Those leads close themselves automatically. Those leads are coming to Ryan and saying, Ryan, give me your link. He's not having to call those people. So when I talked about your passion, the closer you can get to your passion and recruit people that share that passion, okay, the closer you are to getting leads that you don't have to have a whole lot of closing skills. You don't have to have a whole lot of recruiting skills. If you can operate your business within your passion, those people will gravitate toward you.
Spot on, man. Spot on. I mean, but it takes time, guys. You know, it takes what it is. Simon Sinek may talk a little bit about this. I know John Maxwell talks about the compound effect. You know, it takes, like, it does take time. And I see so many people, because I've had probably 3 people in the last 3 days do exactly what you say. They contact me and say, dude, where's your link? I'm ready to get started.
Right.
Now, let me be clear. All 3 of those people have been watching me for 3 or 4 months. Okay? They've been watching me for 3 or 4 months. So they came to me and asked me for the link, and they got started. But, they saw the leadership. That's what closed them,
Right.
But so many people have their foot out the door. They came into their company saying, I'm going to give it 3 months. I'm going to give it 6 months. I'm going to give it 9 months. I'm going to give it 12 months. Well, guess what? All those people that are thinking about joining you in your opportunity,
Right.
they're waiting on you to quit. They're waiting on you to. They're waiting for the opportunity to say, "Yeah, I knew Courtney would. She wouldn't last long in that." You know what I mean? So if I would have quit 3 months or in 3 months, or if I would just let something drag me down, and then all of a sudden that person comes back to me and says, "Hey, man, I'm ready," and then you say, "No, I quit." They're gonna say, oh, "Dodge that bullet," you know.
Right.
So
Right. So I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, I'm saying so. Here's what I'll say to that, and maybe getting a little off topic, but this I think it's on topic. Set up your business for a lifetime, because if you're setting up your goals, well, I would do it for 3 months and I'll see if that works. Or I'll try this system out here for 3 months. Or I'll try doing this strategy over here for 6 months. Guess what? The universe does not like weak intentions. Anything less than a lifetime is weak. The universe operates on survival of the fittest. So if you do not have strong intentions, if you do not have a strong vision, if you do not have strong like energy to bring to the table, the universe will actually make sure it's destroyed. The universe will destroy weak intentions. So the universe will find ways to manifest strong intentions, because strong intentions have to survive. It's survival of the fittest. That's why you see the people with the unreal goals, the unreal visions. That's the ones that you see at the top, because the universe aids them. If you have weak intentions right now, the universe, it will kill you because they're weak, and it has to get rid of it. Nature has to get rid of you if you have weak intentions. So, like,
This is
set it
that's
up.
spot on. That's spot on.
You
Spot on.
know, you got to go out there and set it up and be like you said. You know, you chase the guy down. I'm telling you right now. Listen, guys. You can take. I'm running with this no matter whether you run with me or not. Now, I would prefer you run with me, but you don't have to. I don't need. Look, no one person is going to make or break my business. If you're operating on that, then you're operating in denial. Okay.
Here's something to throw in there. I want to throw this in there before he punches something. Okay. Listen, guys, a lot of times people think I have to build an organization, okay, and they think of this as a linear movement that's all a straight line right across the top. I have to go find 100 people, 150, 200 people, 1,000 people. Listen, if you find 3 people, this is just an example, I'm just picked 3. How many more people do you really have to find? You found 3. If you work with those 3 people, do you have to find their people? Do you have to provide the names for them? Okay, no, you do not. So you find 3 people, you help each one of those people find 3, and then you and that person help each one of those find 3, but then you add your 4th. You help them find 3, and those find 3. So really, you don't have to go out here and find 50 people in your network marketing business at once. Find 2 or 3 people and work with them, with the people that they know, to sign them. That's an organization. An organization is just not a bunch of managers of a bunch of stores. It's all the people that fill those stores. Yep. Okay, so your organization is going to trickle down. Go find 2 or 3 people and just kind of breathe and help them find 2 or 3 people and them find 2 or 3 people. When you train your organization to replenish itself, okay, that means you don't have to do it all yourself, for one thing. And you don't have to come up with all these names and everything and go talk to hundreds of people each and every day. So
that's where it is. I mean, we covered that. I cover that pretty. I don't personally cover it. I got one of my guys. His name is Mark Wolf. We cover that in my course, the 90-Day Master. which if you're open to that course, feel free to reach out to me. But taprooting guys, Mark Wolf. Let me tell you about Mark. I would consider myself like a recruit. I'm a master at bringing in people. Mark, in 4 years, has only brought in 54 people to his organization. And now, there's been times where I brought in 54 people in 3 months. In 4 years, it took him 4 years bringing in 54 people. That's like 1 or 2 people a month.
Right.
But he's got 5,000 people in his organization.
Right. Right.
So
there's a go ahead. I didn't want to interrupt you.
I mean that's what you're looking at. But to really go back to the question that Joseph asked, if that even answers. I mean, Dave just answered your question. If you want leads, what I think here's the thing, man. I think a lot of people have a misconception of the word lead. People, if you've got 3 people and you got to introduce yourself to 3 of those 3 people's people, all 9 of those people are leads. I think a lot of people, and you may or may not understand that, Joseph. You may, I didn't. There's certain things that a lead just doesn't mean someone that contacts you or puts their name and number in a capture page. A lead could be somebody that just likes a Facebook post that you make, man.
Right.
A lead comes from somebody that's targeted, that's qualified to work with you. I mean, personally, just because they're breathing doesn't mean somebody's a lead. Now, let me see what you got right here, Joseph. Can you give examples of qualities and characteristics you look for in future prospects and kind of people you don't want to attract in your business? Here, to give you the best answer that I can possibly give you, man, get into the boot camp. It's free. I mean, get into the boot camp, man. There's an entire day just on target market. Because chances are right now, my man, you're probably talking to the wrong people. And if you're spending time talking to the wrong people, then you're killing yourself, you're killing your business. It's just like a buddy of mine that just got started today. He works at a Porsche dealership, and he was telling me about this girl that sells more cars than anybody on the lot. Okay, she sells 20 cars a month and makes $5,000 a month. He sells 6 or 7 cars a month and makes $15,000 a month. You know why? Because he knows his target market when he is on the floor, on the lot. He knows exactly who to talk to. She is going for everybody. Everybody that's willing to say, I'll buy a car. Hey, over here, let me buy a car. No, he's not worried about that because he understands exactly who he's talking to, exactly who he's looking for. He's not spending time. It's like me. If I'm going to tell you how awesome my hamburgers are, and you're a vegetarian, I'm killing my business. So chances are, Joseph, you're talking to people about hamburgers and they're vegetarians. Chances are you're talking about Coke and all they drink is water. So you gotta meet people where they are. And I know you got something, man. I know you're about to bring it.
Me?
Yeah.
I was going to bring this to Joseph. Joseph, I talked about it in the end of giving, and it shall be given unto you. Anyone that wants to come into your business, don't turn them away if you have the opportunity to place them with the people that can help them the most. That may not be you. It may be someone 2 or 3 levels down in your organization. Okay? We say the person you need to work with is Ryan. You need to work with Ryan. He's in my organization. I'm going to put you with Ryan because you're a perfect fit for Ryan. He's still in your organization. You're still going to get, your money off of that. It's still going to build your organization. Well, however that's built on point values or volume or whatever the characteristics of your particular business are. Don't be afraid, though, to say, hey, you know, this guy may not be a perfect fit for me, but he's a perfect fit for someone else in my organization, and they'll get along great. And so me, I'm a blue. I'm a people person. I look for people that are like me. Okay. To a red or someone like that, they might not want to work with a blue. Okay. So I would bring them in. And I say, you need to work with someone that's more like your personality type. Okay. That way you guys will see things on the same level. You know, and it'll be a lot better and a lot smoother operation for you. So Abby Rapp says something down there. What did she say?
Hard lesson, but have to let them go even if they need it.
Even if they need it. It may come to that sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It may come to that sometimes. Joseph, I hope we answered the question to that. Be sure to follow up with that offline with Ryan if you have further questions
Yeah, man.
about that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, really, you know, like the boot camp. I mean, I know there's a lot of people on here. I've seen some people on here that are in that free boot camp, man. You know, I mean, it's free, man. I mean, trust me, man, I unloaded information in there. I mean, no, I'm sure the people on here will tell you. They may be only on day 1 or 2, but trust me, man. Yeah, I unloaded on some stuff, man. Stuff that I there's stuff that I go into, man, that I pretty usually only talk to with my one-on-one clients, man. You know, so
there's a tip I will give them. I want to give him one thing.
Yeah, man.
Can I?
Yeah, of course, man.
If you're just getting started, you need a notebook, and write in that notebook everything that you need and everything that you want. Right now as you're getting started. I need leads because of this reason. I need someone to help me because of this reason. These are my fears. This is what I'm afraid of. This is what scares the crap out of me. Write it down now, because when you get successful, you're going to see it from a different view. Okay? And the things that you want is what your people's going to want. When they come in, they're going to ask you that same question. How do I get leads? What do I look for in a leader? And the new people coming in that can't generate leads, okay, they have those same questions, okay, and you'll be able to answer those back by your notes, because you'll remember them. Man, this is how I felt when I came in. Okay, and it'll just help you out, because those questions you have is what other people are out there looking for a leader to solve those questions. Okay, how do I get leads? How do I convert those leads? How do I build my organization? Okay, so make sure you write all that stuff. All that's gold mine information for you to gather as you're building your business.
I like it.
Ryan said.
You know, but that's the thing, man. You know, I look back. Some of you may have seen that post I put up. I was going through my notebook. I mean, just like Dave. I mean, Dave, you came into this industry, you know, what, mid-90s, man?
93.
Yeah. So
there was.
So I mean, the guy's notebooks are like checks.
Right.
The information that this guy has. They're uncashed. I'm sure most of them are cashed, but I mean they're checks. You know, I look back through my notes from when I first came in network marketing. Those are uncashed checks, because guess what? This is you know, I say we wrap it up on this if you're done, man. But if you know one more thing than somebody else, you're valuable. And if you learn something today that you did not know, you are now valuable to someone else. And sometimes it takes one value coin to win them over and they enroll in your business. Sometimes it takes 100. But I'm telling you, people don't forget value coins. You know, it sounds corny, but they don't forget value coins. You know, those they rack up and they never go away. So if you
Right.
know one more thing than somebody else, if you learned something here tonight, even if you knew everything that Dave said, except one thing, that one nugget could end up being valuable to the person that helps you create $1 million business. That's thinking big, and that's being a servant and addicted to education. When you become addicted to education in this industry, you 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 win. I mean, I want to say it was Kathy that we had this conversation, but even even the best, Tony Robbins, Eric Worre, Ray Higdon, they all have mentors. Still, they all still pay for training. Somewhere down the road, even if millions and millions of dollars, they're paying somebody that makes billions of dollars to train them.
Right.
So understand that, guys. You'll never stop learning. You should never stop investing in yourself, and you should never stop plugging in to somebody that knows more than you.
Right. Anything else, Ryan?
I don't know. I'm about to grab a bat because I feel like we just knocked it out of the park, man.
I'll leave them with one thing. Can I leave them with one thing?
I don't even know. Do they deserve one more thing? I mean, let me know.
I think that you guys deserve one big
Before you
thing.
drop it on them, let me see. Let everybody in the chat. Let Dave know if you want one more thing. Let's hear it. Let's see if
It's not. It's 9:52. We don't have a lot of time.
I don't have a lot of time, but if you want one more thing, I want you to type one more in the chat. Just if you want one more thing, one more nugget from Dave, just type one more in the chat, and we'll see what he's going to drop on you. So Jay Latham said, "Nice." All right.
Got
So
one yes, Marlon. Appreciate it, fellas. Great webinar. Okay, one person wants it, so I'm going to give it anyway.
Marlon's he's a dick.
Leaders care about their people. The young people care about themselves. What's in it for me? What can you do for me? What can you give me? How much will I make? Okay? That's what they care about. Me, me, me. Go talk to people, your friends. Would they rather hear what you think, or would they rather tell you what they think? If you can grasp this concept, all you have to do is feed the monster. Feed the monster. If he just cares about what's important to him, feed the monster. Dwell on that. Think about that. Think about that in the conversations with the people that you know. Do they want to do more talking? Do they want to tell you more about them? If so, just listen. Feed the monster. Friends, love you guys. It's been a great webinar. Thank you, Ryan.
No, pleasure, man. Was that from How to Win Friends and Influence People?
Hey, you can't tell all your secrets.
Man, I'm reading that right now, so it seemed pretty familiar.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Hey, man. Hey, pleasure.
Appreciate you. See you at the top.
Dave, where can people find you, man? Where can people connect with you, dude?
Well, they can connect with me. If they're friends with you, they can find me through that process on Facebook. They can visit daveshirleyblog.com. Okay. I prefer you find me on Facebook, and let's be friends and chat a little bit. And anything I can do to help you, I will.
Good stuff, man.
Right,
Another Inner Circle member, guys. So get your spot in the Inner Circle. Make sure you get a free spot on the boot camp. RyanMcMorris.com/bootcamp. I'll see you next Monday night. Go ahead and put in your schedule now. Go ahead and share this. I want you to do right after we're done here. Say, yo, I was on this badass webinar tonight. You got to get there next week, Monday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. I'll see you there, and we're ready to rock and roll next week. Hey, I'm out.
See you guys.